welcome back to Love and Romance Tarot Readings. I'm excited for today's pick a card. Today we're going to see who is coming towards you in love, and we're going to get a timeline. We're going to see when your next love offer will come through, and we'll tap into, to see what's going to happen. What are they going to offer? What are they going to do? All that jazz. So yeah, my Etsy shop is in the description. If you'd like a private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. And other than that, you can always, pause the video if you need more time with the piles. You can pick more than one pile for all my readings as well. For group 1, we have the Sodalite Crystal Point, and we'll be using the White Newman Tarot. For group 2, we have the Apatite Crystal Point, and we'll be using the Third Eye Tarot. For group 3, we have the Plum Tourmaline, and we'll be using the Cosmic Cycles Tarot. And for group 4, we have the Citrine Crystal Point, and we will be using Alice in Luna's Tarot. So pause the video if you need more time, but we're just going to jump right in. All right, if you chose group 1 with the Sodalite Crystal Point and the White Newman Tarot, this is your reading. We're going to see who is coming towards you in love, group 1. We'll get a timeline, we'll see when, and basically any other details, how it's going to go down, their love offer, all of that. Spirit, this is for group 1 with the Sodalite Crystal Point. Who is coming towards group 1 in love? Nice. So right away we got the warm card. So this is someone with very warm energy, and I just heard a warm spirit. I don't know exactly what that means. I haven't heard that before, but I just heard a warm spirit. So this person, they may have kind eyes. Also, I'm hearing they may have brown eyes, to be specific. But this person, their energy is very warm. It's very welcoming. It's calm as well. So group 1, you may be the kind of people that don't like a hyper masculine approach where people like chase you down and, they're trying to corner you and get your, your number, your information, whatever. You may like a much more soft, smooth, warm approach. You may like to feel like you even build a rapport at least, or a friendship with someone before they really kind of cross that line into romanticism. And I'm getting that energy with this person. They're very warm, very sweet, kind, loving, and genuine. Spirit, who is coming towards group 1? Wow, we got meant to be. So for you, group 1, if you've been manifesting, or if you've been like specifically asking Spirit to send you the connection with someone who is like your partner, like your person, I see you getting that. This is meant to be to a degree, so there is an element of destiny into this connection. So that's very, very nice, group 1. You have universal support. It seems like this is someone you've asked for. It seems like this is someone like your guides have divinely guided into your life. We have you get me. So there's such a strong energy of you having a really genuine connection with this person. They seem to understand you. You understand them. And it seems like you guys are a true pair. A true pair in tarot is whenever we get like the Emperor and the Empress, or the Hierophant and the High Priestess, the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups. It's like a couple that's truly each other's other half. And you guys have that energy here. I'm seeing that, oh no, I'm seeing that this is someone who's very attracted to you, someone who understands you now. Okay, listen, this was not supposed to be that kind of reading, but listen, it's coming out. We have all sorts of creatures. Now, which one do you think would be the best? Like, I'm just curious, like, are you more, I think I would probably go with the salamander. Because even though he's sleazy, yeah, I can't do him. He's too loud. That's too much for me. I'm more of a quiet kind of person. And with this one, the one eye, I don't know if I could get past that. Listen, group 1, get you a partner for the both of us, because not me out here talking about Now, which Monsters Inc. character you think would be the best in a relationship? If you ever get that down bad just log off the internet. Just log off, because that is not okay. Anyways, we have all sorts of creatures. I don't even know if I read the title of the card. So that does let me know that you are attracting a bunch of different people right now, not gonna lie. Like, there's an energy of all sorts of creatures around you, people lurking. You may be in a very attractive energy. I'm getting like moths to a flame type of energy, you know, like when you have your porch light on in the middle of the night and you see all the moths and the mosquitoes and the bugs attracted to the light. That is your energy right now. Group 1, it's like you are the light. So there are all sorts of creatures attracted to you, and I feel like that's kind of even better, because it's going to be so clear who the right person is. Like, if you're someone who, like, I need a sign, or I just want to know that this is the right person before I move forward with them, I think that's good, because it's going to be a very stark contrast. You know, you have all these creatures, ghouls and ghouls coming up, bothering you, wanting to get close to you, wanting to talk to you, being very like hyper masculine, in the sense where they're like turned up to 100. And then you have this person that's very warm, that genuinely seems to understand you, that you can have good conversation with. I feel like that may even be even better, because it'll help you know who is who and what's what. But just know you are attracting very strong connection at this time, but also a bunch of creatures, people who want to get close to you. They want to talk to you. They want to know more about you. You may have gone through a glow up, or you may have been working like on your magnetism. You may have been working specifically on your attraction. Nice. We got quantum advancement here. So I do feel like this connection, quantum advancement, like that's like an energy of you leaping to the next level. That's an energy of, when it's quantum, it's usually like you're not close to this reality. So this could be like an energy of you, say you never had a relationship, only situationships, you never officially committed to anyone. This is like you're getting a ring, you know, like a few steps up, not just, oh, I'm getting in a relationship or meeting someone who's also equally serious about me. It's like, okay, it would be like going from never having a relationship to like marriage, something really big, or like a life partnership, that kind of energy. So I do see you having a little quantum advancement here. That's really cool. I feel like you guys may be really working on some sort of manifestation method. Let me know your manifestation method in the comments below. I need a new method, especially if it's working and it's bringing you good results. Let me know what you do to manifest. I'm very, very curious. And we have pure and stepping stones. So warm, pure, meant to be. There's something about this connection that definitely feels really different, that feels very genuine and warm. I feel like this person has pure intentions as well. That may have been something you specifically asked for, like, Spirit, send me a person with pure intentions, someone who genuinely wants to get to know me for me, someone who isn't an opportunist and wants to take advantage of me in some way, but send me someone who really cares for me. And I do see that Spirit has been listening, and you're getting exactly that. And then we have the stepping stone card here. So I'm curious to see what else we get that comes out to let us know what that is referring to. Spirit, who is coming towards group 1 in love? I'll find out if this is someone you know as well. It might come from here, or we'll see from the tarot. But to me, this reads as a manifested connection. Yeah, we have the attraction card that came out. So if I had to say so far, I would say that this is a new person. This is a manifested connection. Unless you've been like working to manifest a specific person, then this is going to be someone new for you. Attraction says you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So the more you kind of like sit in the energy and allow yourself to like someone, the more vulnerable you are, the more you don't show like, you know, fear, the more you just kind of allow yourself to be open, the better. The better the connection is going to get, the deeper it's going to grow. Spirit, can you clarify stepping stone? What was that about? We have getting to know each other, soulmate, and separation. So, you know, to be honest, Group one, I feel like there may have been someone you had a very strong connection with. You likely identified this person as a soulmate, but it seems like you guys are in separation right now. And I feel like that person was a stepping stone to get you in alignment with this. Without that big dip, you may have never found this manifestation method that's now connecting you to like your true partner that's meant to be. Or without that big dip, you may not have like blossomed into the person you are and had that glow up. So I just saw 11:11 on the clock. Everything has been very necessary and a part of the process, but your heart may actually still be kind of hung up or hoping for a connection of the past to come together. And with you being in this meant to be quantum advancement energy, to be honest, if it's meant to be with that person, I really do feel like they will come back. I don't feel like that cycle is closed. I feel like it'll remain open until you close it. So unless you've done like some sort of cord cutting ritual, or you know that you've experienced like the final, showdown with that person, I do feel like you'll end up seeing them again, connecting with them again, having a romantic chance with them, because your energy is so like magnetic and synchronistic that anything that's meant to be is going to be addressed at this time. Separation says time apart from your partner is on the horizon. Soulmate says, yes, this is your soulmate. So if you were wondering if that person was your soulmate, I am getting that soulmate energy super strong here. And I feel like you guys maybe never even got past the talking phase. Like even if you were in an official relationship, it feels like short-lived. It feels like you didn't even scratch the surface of what there was to get to know about that person or experience with that person. And I feel like that in itself is enough to keep you stuck. So if you're wondering like, listen, I don't want to be with this person, but I don't know why I'm still stuck on them, I think that's what it is. It's just that uncharted territory that you didn't get to explore with them. That's enough to keep the strongest, stuck on the past or having a hard time moving on. We have, as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. I feel like you may have some trauma in relation to getting to know people. It kind of feels like maybe you've had a lot of talking stages, like failed talking stages. And I feel like that's just kind of did a number on your self-concept. So it's a miracle that you've even been able to work yourself up to this place where you can have this quantum advancement. But I do feel like there was a very important stepping stone, but it's like, how can I just let that go? Like realistically, even if I know they were a stepping stone, I still opened myself up to that person. I grew to love that person. I can't just pretend they didn't exist. So give yourself all the time you need to heal. Like there's no timeline to healing. It takes everyone a different amount of time. So allow yourself that time. We have the Sun and the Seven of Pentacles. Definitely stepping stone energy. Yeah, Two of Pentacles. There's still some of your energy kind of left in the past, but I do see that you're moving on with the Six of Swords. We have the Six of Swords and the Two of Pentacles. So there is an energy of you saying, okay, I'm going to cut my losses. And even though my heart is still partly somewhere else, or my head is still partly somewhere else, it could have to do with career as well, or money. It may be hard for you to open up and date and be vulnerable because of your financial situation. We got the Seven of Pentacles as well. So there definitely could be like a financial influence on love for you right now. But I do see you having your happily ever after with the Sun card and the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles is like, you did your part, you did your job, and the Sun card, Spirit coming through to give you your moment where everything kind of comes together and your guides are leading you and have been leading you to your happily ever after. So the person that's coming towards you in love, group one, this is going to be a new love connection. I'm still heavily picking up on this soulmate stepping stone energy. So don't be surprised if they come back as well. And then we have all sorts of creatures. So you are attracting multiple people right now. Maybe there's something transiting like your natal chart where it's making you in a super attractive or magnetic energy, because it really does seem like so many people all of a sudden are attracted to you. And it's like making you question why. I feel like it's because of that quantum advancement or some sort of manifestation work that you've been doing. You guys are getting so much pentacle energy. We have the Eight of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. So what I see for you is a long time love offer. The thing about Pentacles though, it is the slowest moving in the tarot deck. It's earth energy, so it takes the longest to manifest, but it also has the longest lasting results. So it's like, you know, yeah, it takes longer, but also you're going to have it for longer. So that's what I see. That's what it looks like your path has been. I see you walking into your 10 of Pentacles moments where you're having your happily ever after, your sustainable relationship with someone who's warm, who's pure, who has pure intentions with you. And then also just someone who can be trusted in terms of like their connection with other people. This person isn't a cheater. They aren't someone who's always looking for, you know, their next partner. They like to kind of plant their feet and be stable in a relationship, and the connection with you is really meant to be. They don't feel like they resonate with other people the way that they resonate with you, with that you get me energy. It's like you guys just understand each other. And the 8 of Pentacles, this is a relationship that will continue to be built on all the way until you get to the 10 of Pentacles. So I feel like that 7 of Pentacles energy was the work you did by yourself. 8 of Pentacles energy is your glow up, and now you're attracting your 10 of Pentacles collaboration with your partner, where you will now create a new life together, start a new life together, and build together. And we have the 8 of Cups here. You may be in an 8 year, like in terms of your personal numerology. You can calculate your numerological year with your birthday. There's like different videos on YouTube that are like 2 minutes long, and it'll tell you just how to calculate it. I don't know how to do it at the top of my head, and I don't want to tell you the wrong thing. But you may be in an 8 year where you're really in your power, and 8 year for me was amazing. I just had one actually last year or maybe the year prior. I don't remember. I have to calculate my birth year all over again and see what year I'm in now. But I had one not too long ago, and the 8 year was so good. It wasn't what I expected it to be. I expected it to be like everything just kind of working out for me. But what it really was everything that I had been stuck on was finally clearing. And then I finally had advancement, and I actually ended up on a totally different path than I was planning to before. So an 8 year is like really when things fall into place. It's a strong energy of destiny as well coming to fruition. And it's a really good thing, but a lot of unexpected energy. So it's kind of like, you know, beginning and endings energy, and everything's kind of working out in your favor. And that's how you're in your power, because when you're in that 8 year, you're aligned with what's truly best for you and best case scenario. So definitely a good thing overall. With this 8 of Cups here, though, it's like you're stepping away and moving on from this soulmate that you're in separation from, moving on from that, and moving into like your happily ever after. And there are some people that wish that they could distract you, or wish that they could still be in your life moving forward. Wow, we got the Lovers card in reverse. There is someone really stuck on you. 7 of Cups in reverse. They feel like they don't have a chance with you, and it's really weighing on their conscience. They, you know, I'm tapping into some people who feel bad that they don't have access to you. We have the Page of Cups. A lot of new love offers coming in. I feel at least 3 people in your energy. One of them the soulmate, one of them this new person, and then all sorts of creatures is probably going to bring at least 2 other people. One of them is coming in super strong because they're showing up in this hyper masculine energy where they're just coming at you the totally wrong way. Like, it's not masculine in the sense that, oh, they're opening the door or they pay for the bill. It's masculine, hyper masculine in the sense that they're like totally unfocused on you, who you are as a person, what you like or what you desire. And they're just trying to get to their end goal regardless of them dealing with a whole other human. That's hyper masculinity, where it's like not to do with any other there's no collaboration, no other, you know. Oh, let me pull for your timeline. I almost forgot. Spirit, what are we looking at in terms of time for group 1? We have 03. This could come up in March or the 3rd of the month. We also got Wednesday, which is the 3rd day of the week. So we got some 3 synchronicity here. You may be seeing 3030, 0303, 303, 313. I feel like that's a name of a band from back in the day. Don't trust them. Or is that, what was the name? Nice. We have winter, so it's looking like this will come sooner rather than later for you. And we have time is on your side. So for you, group 1, your timeline looks like this is happening by March, I would say. This love offer will likely come in winter though, and maybe that's when things get really serious in March for you. But time is on your side, and you are in the right place at the right time right now if you've been wondering about that, because Eight of Cups, Eight of Pentacles, it's like you're on your P's and Q's. You're doing your part, you know, whatever needs to be done. And time is on your side. Also, I just heard Wednesday class. So you may have some sort of like class on Wednesday or some sort of training event on a Wednesday. Look out for stuff like that. Wednesday may be the day that you see this person for the first time. I'm seeing that being significant in some way. Any other messages for group 1, Spirit? We have trusting your intuition. At the bottom of this one, it says, my life is truly guided. And I feel like Spirit is telling you to trust your intuition because there are so many people in your energy that will likely distract you, because especially if you're getting out of a time where things have been kind of dead and things have been like, you know, just slow or stagnant. You're not going to expect all of a sudden, you know, everything to just be popping off. So Spirit is saying, trust your intuition. If you get a vibe with someone where it's like they're not even tapped into you as a person, not interested in getting to know you as a person, that is not this warm, pure connection. Actually, in fact, that is the direct opposite, because we literally got meant to be and you get me. So if this person doesn't understand you and what you need, that is not them. And then we have receiving from your angels. And that's the energy I felt right up front in the beginning. Like, I feel like your angels have brought this to you. Your guides have been really listening and they're coming through. So yeah, you guys, that's what I got for you. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you'd like a private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. But that is what I have for you today. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group 2 with the Appetite Stone, this is your reading. We're going to see who is coming towards you in love. Ooh, as we cut the deck, we got the Hermit card and the Devil here. So I feel like group 2, you've been trying your best to do good, to be good, to really stay out of the way. You may have even been in hermit mode, like really trying to protect yourself from any devil energy. And it's funny how the devil in this card is looking in a mirror. So you may have even been doing a lot of self-reflection while you've been in hermit mode, but really trying to keep yourself from any hidden desires. You may have like a struggle with impulse. So it's not that you're looking at yourself in the sense that, oh, I'm a narcissist, but like looking at yourself in the sense where it's like, I have attractions to certain people that may not be the best for me. So maybe you've been taking yourself off the market. Anywho, just some downloads coming in right away. We're going to see who's coming in love for you. We're going to see when, and we're going to see what will they do. Spirit, this is for group 2. Group 2 with the Appetite Stone. Who is coming towards group 2 in love? Who is coming in towards them? Ooh, okay, well, we did have the Devil card at the bottom of the deck, and we do have Quantum Entanglement that came out. I do see some good coming out for you. Let's actually start there. We have On the Same Page. So thank goodness, group 2, you're finally meeting someone that your priorities match and your values match. You're on the same page with this person. There's good communication. You understand each other, and it's finally a connection where it seems easy. It feels good. It feels positive, because instead of you really struggling with, you know, whatever's in your own shadow or other people's shadow. Unfortunately, group 2, you may even trigger people's shadow out of them for whatever reason. I find that happens a lot with people who have like Scorpio rising, Scorpio Mercury. Those placements are so hard to be in relationships with, because they have this, especially when Scorpio is in the first house or Pluto is in the first house. or even Mars in the first house, it makes it very hard for people to remain the same. Like whenever you get in a relationship with someone who has that first house energy, like people typically rapidly change, or they feel very triggered because Pluto starts to pull and it's in your aura. So it's not even, you don't have to say anything, you don't have to do anything. You may have noticed like you triggered teachers and students and people you went to school with, or random people. You may get the worst customers all the time. People always try you. And it may honestly be because of your chart. You know, everybody has positives and negatives in your chart. And I just always notice with that placement, they typically struggle and trigger people like just naturally. But so anyways, we do have the quantum entanglement card. So this may go hand in hand with why you have been in hermit mode, trying to avoid this devil energy. I sell manifestation candles and custom spell work on my Etsy shop. So I can always help you out with that. But even if you're like, you know, witchy yourself, I would definitely recommend doing a cleansing candle for yourself. If you need something more aggressive, I do have black candles. I don't put them on my Etsy shop because I don't do dark work for anyone I don't know, just period. It's just like a personal choice. But I will, they're more aggressive and it's more like return to sender, or if you have like any sort of like spiritual or energetic attachment, you want to go with something more black, or something more aggressive, you know, something that's gonna really like work through that harsh energy. And if you know who this is or what this is, if this is a person, you may want to do a cord cutting. I can do that too. That would be more custom spell work. And with my spell work, you can choose 3 different intentions. So we can hit, you know, 3 different, you know, areas in your life. But like I said, if you're, you know, someone who gets into manifestation or does any magic yourself, definitely check this quantum entanglement energy, because there's someone attached to you. Someone or something attached to you. It could be an energy, it could be an entity, it could be generational curse type of things where it's like this is something that's followed multiple people, or it could be completely unknown, which is fine. I can program my spell work to hit unknown enemies as well, or unknown attachments, so no problem with that. Yeah, and this is that hermit energy we were getting before. We have the patient card. So I feel like you've been very patient, you've been waiting, but I feel like you know that there's something else going on in the background. Like I feel like there's no way you could not know that there's been something getting in your way. This may even look like different romantic connections that you're in. It seems like you're manifesting the same person, different body. It's like they may even freakily say the same things or have the same look in their eyes. Like, I feel like you've really struggled with this and you've been patient doing your part. And at this point, it's just a quantum entanglement. Like, there's too many people in your energy, or your energy is in too many places. So call back your energy as well, group 2. Call back your energy. Nice. Ooh, we got that new. And we have soulmate here. So I do see someone coming in. You're on the same page as this person. It seems like they have a very strong connection to their inner child. This person is like akin to you, you know? Like they're about fun. They're about play. They're about having a good time. This is someone who genuinely can kind of let their hair down and be free-spirited. And we have that new. So for you, group 2, who is coming towards you in love is a new person. Thank goodness, because that quantum entanglement energy is not it. And if that's what you've really been experiencing, especially for like an extended period of time, I feel like you're going to be so glad to finally get out of that cycle. Spirit, who is coming towards group 1? I feel like you may attract narcissists, not gonna lie, because we have the all eyes on you energy, and I feel like you don't have to do anything. You naturally attract attention. When you walk in the room, people can feel you. And again, it could be because of your chart. You could have like some placement in your chart that makes you very magnetic. But I feel like at the bottom of the deck, we have going steady. So I feel like you've been wanting to usher in something more serious. You've been waiting for a connection to come through that feels like, okay, I can really open up and be vulnerable with this person. I feel a protective energy from this person. I feel like they truly love me, care about me. They want to watch out for me and protect me, but there's all eyes on you. So, you know, it's kind of like not all attention is good attention. And I feel like you know that firsthand, because it feels like people make very strong attachments to you, yet they dislike you or they feel triggered by you. It's like they can't let you go, yet they can't stop watching, you know? It's kind of like the relationship that some people have with like the Kardashians. It's like, oh, I can't stop watching, but you know, people will dog them out, and it's like, do you really dislike them or do you love them? Because there's a thin line between love and hate. And if you're their number one supporter, always tuning into every episode, I don't know that that's dislike that you're feeling. It sounds like you have a crush. And I feel like that's the same energy with you. You may also attract a lot of young souls, like people who need help with growth and development. Nice. We got very soon, so a little bit of your timeline coming out already. But we had the children card that came out, and this card usually comes out when, yes, it could be literal children involved, but usually the children card comes out for me when you're dealing with younger souls that needed a lot of growth and development. So it may be a part of your purpose in this life to help people level up. And if you notice that people always level up as they leave your life, whew, that can be a hard pill to swallow, especially if they did you wrong. Because it's kind of like, you know, our teachers, like the last day of school, we trash the school, we throw all of our papers all around, and we don't think about how hard it must be for a teacher that saw you grow up from a freshman, you know, to a senior, like 4 years spending your life with someone, and then they're ready to dip, and then on top of that, they like, you know, slap you in your face as they're leaving by trashing the school. And it's like, obviously the one janitor of the entire school isn't going to do it. So who ends up picking up that stuff? Who ends up cleaning it up? It's the teachers. So it's giving a little bit like that, where it's like you may get the short end of the stick. Like even our teachers get low pay. Like it's like, what? No, we need to reform our system, because the payment is not matching the work put in. Because listen, it ain't gonna be me. I used to dealing with some kids all day, and no ma'am, yeah, you're gonna have to shovel out some Bitcoin for me to be a teacher. Anyways. We have stay optimistic about your love life, children, and very soon. So I do see your love offer coming in sooner rather than later. I got a specific deck that we'll use to see your timeline, so we'll get more specific. But very soon says, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. So Spirit is calling you to kind of like communicate, you know, with Spirit, with your guides. Just take a moment. You can literally just speak out loud. It doesn't have to be some in-depth ritual or anything like that. But, you know, I like to tell, you know, my guides, like, you know, I'm thankful for my past lessons. I even like to address what I learned from past relationships so that everybody's on the same page. She has learned this lesson. She's able to move forward. And then ask, you know, for what you want after that. You can write a letter, you can speak out loud. It depends on whatever way you want to do it, but communicate what it is that you want and clearly decide what you want so that it can come to you. From this energy, this feels like you may be tired. It feels like you may be tired and tuckered out from the fight, honestly. And I feel like that's why your guides are calling you to be more a part of the process, because you may have given up on, you know, your opportunity to be with someone. Like something like this can easily make someone very jaded to get all of this attention, but to still get this weird energy from people where it's like, do you love me or hate me? It's very hard to deal with. And to be in a quantum entanglement to the point where you have to be patient because it lasted that long, I feel like someone in that position, like, I don't blame you for whatever way you feel, but this is a great time to communicate what you want. I do see a new love coming in. I am getting soulmate energy, which is amazing. So well worth the wait, but I feel like you had to keep yourself out of off the market for a while, group 2, and just kind of take yourself out of the mix because it was getting too much. Like, I feel like you started to deal with some real characters. Stay optimistic about your love life, says positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. So this is a good time to make a vision board even, or like a marriage board. This is a good time to even do some visualization and working with affirmations, making yourself a subliminal. I feel like those things would be really good. And then children says your love life is being affected by children. You may literally have kids. If you do, I do see the person coming in, loving your kids just as if they're, you know, their own. So that'll be really good for you to experience so that you can feel safe in a relationship. Spirit, can you tell us more about this soulmate coming through for group 2? Oof, we got a lot of harsh energy coming out for you. We got the 10 of Wands, we got the 5 of Pentacles, and the Ace of Cups in reverse. So it definitely feels like you're jaded, but the good thing about this is even if you feel that way, that doesn't mean that the universe, you know, the universe doesn't run just off of our energy. I don't believe at all. I mean, I believe in like the power of, what is it called? The power of attraction? The law of attraction and like self-concept and all that. But look up the Pareto principle. Like we're not in control of everything that happens in this universe. And I feel like it's very dangerous to put yourself in that position where you feel like everything falls on you, because that just puts you in a space where you're highly likely to self-destruct, because it's like if the problem is only you and you're the operant power of your reality, that just isn't true. I'm so sorry. I don't know how anyone got away with convincing so many people of that. Like, really? Really? The operant power. I'm the operant power of my reality. Like, sure, in a way, I feel like in a perspective sense where it's like, yeah, because perspective will make you could be living in an apartment one day and feel like, oh my God, this is the best place I've ever lived. This is my oasis. And the next day you could feel like totally different, like, oh, this place is a dump, depending on your perspective. So to that degree, yeah, you're the operant power of your reality because your perspective has the ability to make you see things differently. But convincing people that your energy literally affects your entire like outside reality is crazy. I'm sorry. That's just, I mean, that's crazy. If you have some evidence of that, definitely link me, you know, some resources below, because I'm open to change. I'm open to learning, but that's just so crazy that we actually allow ourselves to believe that we're in control. Like, that is such a damaging way to think. Anyways, I see things getting better for you. We have the Moon card in reverse and the 10 of Wands. So 10 of Wands is cycle completion, and typically it's a very hard cycle. As far as who's coming in love for you, to be honest, I feel like Spirit's kind of hiding that. And I feel like that's because you may be likely to disprove it, disbelieve it, or you may even be in like a self-sabotaging era where the people who do come in, you shut it down right away, because anything that feels positive actually invokes a negative response for you because of your past experience. So you may be like immediate to reject any new person or any new idea that comes in that seems like it's going to be very fruitful because of your past experiences. So, because I'm like, okay, Spirit, who's coming through? And Spirit's still telling us about the journey. And I'm like, okay. So for whatever reason, it's hidden, or maybe you need to get out of this quantum entanglement so that they can come through. They may not be able to come through in this energy, to be honest. I mean, we do have very soon soulmate and new, so I am picking up on a new energy of someone coming in, but I hope, you know, you're not going to end up blocking them because of where you're at, and it does kind of look like you're highly likely to. And maybe that self-concept stuff is what kind of like puts you in this space of being jaded, because, you know, there's always beginner's luck when you first try something and it goes off. I remember the first time I ever went to the casino, I won so much freaking money. Like, the slots were slotting, honey. And then I kind of like got addicted to that. I just love the lights, the sounds, the vibes. I just love that. Just, you know, having my little drink, okay, playing my little slot. Like, it's just, I don't know, it's fun for me, not gonna lie. But I had to stop going to the casino because then I had started losing. And one thing about me, I'm about my coin, okay? Ain't nobody gonna take my coin. So, you know, maybe you were getting into self-concept and you had beginner's luck, but then things started to go downhill. And it's hard for you to take yourself out of that, because it's like the, what do they call that? When you're afraid of losing more so that you continue to invest. I forget what they call that. Sunken cost fallacy, I think that's what it's called. But it's like you invest in something and it doesn't go well, and you have all the reason in the world not to continue to invest, but you do because, you know, you don't want to take the loss, and that may be the energy you're in. So listen, there is strong quantum entangled energy for you, group 2. Please get the cleansing. Please, you know, cleanse your energy, do a cord cutting, detach yourself from this person or energy that's been kind of controlling your life and your timeline. I feel like things are going to change for you very quickly, but I do feel like it depends on how quickly you can move past that sunken cost fallacy and go into action. We have don't wait in the distant future and within the next few hours. So Spirit is kind of saying it can be longer, it can be shorter. It depends on what we do. I would definitely work on getting your energy together and disconnecting from that quantum entanglement. And if it's a true quantum entanglement where it's manifested through multiple partners, you're going to want to do something more aggressive, like getting some work done. But we have number 7 and we have 17. You could meet this person by July, or you could meet this person on the 7th or 17th of the month. Either of those numbers could also be confirmation for you, especially if you're someone who needs extra confirmation. If you're born on the 7th or the 17th, I feel like that's Spirit kind of telling you like, yes, this is your accurate energy. And then we have Wednesday. So you may be meeting this person on a Wednesday. Everything about your reading kind of seems like a little... it seems like so much is hidden. It seems like so much is hidden, and it's just giving like true quantum entanglement energy where there's a lot of factors affecting your ability to be able to move forward. We have you have a lot of time and 08. So I think that within the next few hours, you can decide to make a big change for yourself. Within the next few hours, you can decide, okay, I'm going to, do a ritual tonight, and I'm going to like clear out my energy. I'm going to take a spiritual bath. I'm going to do whatever, or I'm going to have someone do it for me, where things can really pivot in a positive direction. But it just feels like fighting by yourself or going the same way you have. I just feel like it's kind of the end of that road here. Spirit is kind of calling you to break from that quantum entanglement, from that mold, from that person or people that have been holding you back. There is new love coming through, but we're not getting very much information about them, to be honest. So I feel like it's concealed, or maybe it hasn't been manifested yet. So definitely tell Spirit what you want. We did get very soon that said, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Oh, and then we have manifesting dreams. My dreams are coming true is what it says at the bottom of this card. So if you don't dream, there's nothing to come true. So I would definitely communicate to Spirit. I would ask Spirit to reveal the truth of your current situation. And I would ask Spirit to send you, your soulmate. And then we have cherishing the self. So I won't say continue to stay in hermit mode, especially if you're feeling like you can, go out and be active again. But I do feel like putting yourself first is so imperative for you right now, protecting yourself and your energy and keeping yourself from things that are going to influence you to always, keeping away from things that will influence you to always feel like you have to be the person in control. You have to be the person that's doing everything. Continuing to cherish, yourself. Your energy is very, very complex, not going to lie. That's what I got for you, group 2. My Etsy's in the description. If you'd like a private tarot reading or any of my other magical offerings, that is where you can find your girl. But that's everything that came up for you today. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group 3 with the plum tourmaline, this is your reading using the Cosmic Cycles Tarot. We are going to figure out who is coming towards you, group 3, and when. We'll get a timeline for you, and we'll see their offer. What do they do? Spirit, this is for group 3 with the plum tourmaline. Please show us who is coming towards group 3 and love. Who is coming towards them? For group 3. Nice. So right away we have earth energy. Nice. We have that new, and we have getting to know each other. So right away I'm picking up on this being a new person entering your life. This could be an earth sign: Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Earth energy, though, is someone who's grounded, someone who's stable. Typically, earth energy has, someone with a good career, someone with a good job, someone who has their own home, their own car, someone who has gotten some sort of like stability in this life, someone who's doing well for themselves. Earth energy is someone who's typically like calm and grounded, someone who you can really depend on, someone who stays calm in intense situations. So I'm seeing someone come in for you. Group 3, that's grounded, that's goal-oriented, career-oriented, family-oriented, someone you can trust. And we have that new that came out right away. So this will be a new connection. This will be a new person. I do not feel you know this person, Group 3, or at least this wouldn't be an ex, of course, not someone you've dated. There could be like small, you know, flirtation between you and this person. We'll see. But definitely a new person. And we have getting to know each other that just further supports that. I like how Spirit is highlighting that as well. You may have dated people, okay, I just heard a certain look. So you may have a certain look about you that makes people feel like they know all about you. Like you may come off as marriage or wife material. So people immediately kind of put you in that box and they start treating you like, oh, this is just a domestic queen. So, you know, they probably like to cook and clean and da-da-da. Or, you know, this is a king and their earth energy. They're about stability. You could be about that yourself. So people immediately think you want to talk about certain things or you don't like to have fun. Regardless, I feel like people kind of put you in a box. So you may have like a distinctive look that is associated with a specific archetype, whether that's the fun archetype or just the goofy, not serious archetype, or wife, you know, material, husband material, long-term partner material archetype. I feel like people get like have one look at you and they feel like they know all about you. So Spirit is highlighting that this person is specifically getting to know you on a deeper level. And everything that they do, you know, with you, for you is personalized. So they're not treating you like every other connection. You know, they're treating you as an individual. Nice, you guys. We have the official date card here. So you may have experienced connections with people where it's like they didn't take you on an official date. I just saw this reel that somebody posted the other day, and they were like, when you're dealing with the bad boy archetype and they make you take the bus to their house to see them after you just landed in a foreign country. I'm like, Chad, I wish I would. Wow. That's just crazy to me. But anyways, people may try to play you like that, where it's like, you know, they want to ask you on a date, but then they want to go 50-50 when the bill comes. Listen, I don't care. If you ask me out, you need to pay, okay? You're a flop. Get a job. Why are you trying to convince me to pay for the bill? The city girl jumped out. But anyways, I do see someone taking you on an official date, so that'll be really nice. Nice. We have turning point. So a lot of new beginning energy in your life right now, Group 3. It seems like you're at a turning point. You're at a, you know, point in your journey where things finally start to get better. I feel like you've been working to ascend the mountain and to level up, and finally there's a turning point where you're having someone that really cares about you, is genuinely interested, come through. And it's a turning point, whereas before it seems like people were always expecting you to do the work. That's how it reads to me. It reads like you've experienced a lot of people who like wanted you to lead the connection, but it's like they would be the first one. Let me make a note to myself. I'm going to do a reading about that soon. Let's see what else comes out. Nice. We got long term. You guys got a lot of positive, good energy coming through for you, Group 3. We have a long-term romantic connection coming. And this is going to be a turning point. A new energy, a new person that's genuinely getting to know you, taking you on official dates, even paying for dates. Honestly, it could just be that you've been stuck in the energy of like the Netflix and chill, or let's hang out at my house, let's hang out at your house kind of thing. The person coming through is really big on dating. Specifically, I'm hearing like even some people, it's like, okay, once we go on one official date, then it's like, okay, now you come to my house or I go to your house because you know I'm cool. And it's like, it's not just about knowing that you wouldn't like, you know, have me in some craziness. It's like, no, the dating process in itself is important. And a lot of people don't get that. They feel like it's just about safety. And it's like, yeah, safety is a big part, but also it's about the traditional courting process. You may need that. You may need that or like that. That may be what you desire for your love life, to be genuinely courted. So I do see you getting that. I'm happy for you, Group 3. Anything else from this deck, Spirit? All right, let's pull from our second romance deck. So we know that it's a new person coming in. Spirit, can we get more information about who is coming towards group 3? This person may be different from what you typically experience in a way. We have give your relationship a chance that came out. So right away, Spirit is kind of like encouraging you to give this person a chance to grow on you. Give this person a chance to come out of their shell. They may be more reserved. And if you're extroverted and you're someone who can like have a conversation with anyone, it doesn't mean that you're not a match because this person isn't extroverted or because they need a little time, but you may just make them nervous, like they really like you. Wow, we got the wedding card that came out. So yeah, this connection, group 3, can lead to marriage for a lot of you. Nice. We got healing family issues that came up as well. So there's an energy of through this person, through this connection, you're going to be able to give like your kids or your pets, your community, your family, whoever, whatever matters to you, a positive example of what love really looks like, healthy love. And you're going to have that relationship where it's like, I'm seeing, Spirit is showing me a couple hosting a dinner party. That's so cute. But I'm seeing you have a relationship and growing a relationship where it's like it inspires other people to do better, to be better, to strive for what you have, not in a jealous kind of way, but in a way where they're inspired and when they feel, where they can feel like I can truly have that because this is someone like me. Wedding says the situation involves marriage. Healing family issues says your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So if you're wanting something to work on, I would say shadow work when it comes to like inner child healing and, you know, doing a meditation that can really put you in your parents' shoes. That definitely set me free personally because I just had so much just bent like piled up emotion and anger towards my parents and what I felt like they did do and they did not do. And I did this meditation that was kind of like a regressive, kind of like, not Akashic record kind of meditation, but I did a meditation that would kind of, you know, put me in their energy and allow me to feel what they felt when they were in the position where they had a child coming into this world unexpectedly and all of a sudden they had all these things that had to change. And once I really put myself in their shoes, I understood it. I didn't agree with it. I'm still choosing to do better with my life and with what I have control over. But it did allow me to resonate with them and to look at them as humans, to understand that they were just figuring this out the best they could the way that I am. And they didn't have the internet and all these books and all these resources that we do today to where they could be, you know, in the position where they could really learn and excel. And even their own childhood experiences, like I had deep conversations with my mom and I just grew so much empathy for her because I'm like, dang, I did not know any of this stuff. I had judged her for how she showed up to me in present time, but I didn't realize like, whoa, she had a whole life before me and she experienced a lot of really hard things herself. And, you know, I'm almost going to tear up just thinking about it. Like it was so freeing for me because I was able to just like see her as just a human and see her inner child and really just forgive her. So I say all that to say, you're going to be healing family issues through this relationship. Now, reconciliation, I'm going to clarify that with tarot because I'm like, now what is tea with this? Spirit, is this a different energy? Because it's very clear that this person coming through is new. Wow, we have the 3 of Wands. So there is a reconciliation that is manifesting at the same time. 3 of Wands would be like a past connection that didn't come all the way through to fruition because 3 of Wands is actually an energy of expectation. So this is a this is a person that you would likely expect to have like been in a relationship with. And it's so funny because I was just saying like it feels like you guys are ascending the mountain and you're finally getting to this place where you're past the hard part of your journey and the mountain is on in the background of this card. So I feel like this reconciliation, there's a person coming back from your past trying to see if you guys can still be together. Spirit, can you tell me more about that before we move on? What does this person want? What are they going to be trying to do? 3 of Wands is an energy of being ready to move forward. Like I said, it's a card of like expectation. 4 of Wands. Wow, that's a marriage card. We have the Four of Wands. We have the Three of Cups, which actually represents universal support. And then we have the Eight of Cups in reverse, which we all know is about the walking away from a past connection or a past cycle. And the fact that it's reversed is very telling. You have a partner coming back from the past, group 3, and they're going to be trying to give this relationship its full chance. Like Three of Wands, Three of Cups, you may be seeing 303, 313, a lot of 333 angel numbers, or just 3 as a repeating number. But that's definitely an energy of someone who wants to reconcile and wants to make things work. That's an energy of someone saying, okay, Eight of Cups in reverse, I haven't been able to fully walk away from this connection. Or you, Three of Cups, I'm getting signs and signals from the universe showing me that maybe I made a mistake in letting you go or walking away myself. Four of Wands, I want commitment. So it's looking like this person is wanting marriage and wedding as well, which is kind of a win-win for you, because it puts you in a position where it's like, whether you choose the new person or this reconciliation, you get to choose. So that would definitely be a good thing. Spirit, about this earth energy person, can you show us more about their offer and this connection? I just heard new money. We have the Page of Pentacles as well, and look at her flipping her coin on the fountain. She's got her shopping bags here. Page of Pentacles is like the energy of someone who has just come into some wealth, notoriety, fame. Someone who has just gotten out of a hard cycle and they're finally on a winning streak. And then we have the Knight of Cups here as well. So this person is coming towards you with a pretty good love offer. Knight of Cups is like, I genuinely want to date you, get to know you. Knight of Cups is, again, an energy of someone who would like pay for dates, or someone who is like offering you something substantial. We got the World card at the bottom of the deck as well. So I could see you moving in with this person. I could see you moving up with this person. Both of you moving on with each other and leveling up. Wow, we got the Six of Wands in reverse, which is an energy of progression, an energy of being on top of the world, and also an energy of past cycles not coming to fruition. I'm gonna flip this over. When it fell out, it kind of flipped. And with the Six of Wands showing up in reverse for you guys may both be in situations where you're coming out of the dark. There's so much new energy that surrounds this connection in general. We're getting a lot of pages that are coming up to describe this new person. We got the Page of Wands that just came out and the Page of Pentacles. So this person is newly inspired, ready to move forward, very motivated. Also, Page of Pentacles is someone who has a lot of attraction for you. So y'all may be, listen, you may not get out of bed for a month. And not because you're tired and sad, but because, listen, get into it. But we have the Six of Wands in reverse and the King of Cups here. So I'm getting an energy of this person is emotionally mature. And I like that progression from Knight of Cups to King of Cups, because it's like they're not trying to love bomb you. They're genuinely trying to get to know you. Page of Pentacles, they're in a good place in their life. Page of Wands, they're very motivated. They're ready. They have the energy to sustain a long-term relationship. And Six of Wands in reverse. Both of you have been hurt in past experiences. And that is what allowed them to step into this King of Cups energy, where they now have something substantial to offer someone. Wow, I know it sounds crazy, but I am seeing you getting 2 different marriage offers, group 3. There's one coming from this reconciliation, and then there's one coming from that this new person. We have the Nine of Swords. I feel like you just don't want to make a mistake. There's like an energy of a little bit of fear kind of creeping up into your consciousness, creeping up into your spirit, because it just feels like you don't want to make the wrong decision or go down a road, Six of Wands in reverse, where it doesn't work out again. You want genuine progression. You want to win. You want your chance. And I feel like that fear is normal, but ooh. We got the Queen of Swords under the Seven of Cups. So you have the ability, again, it's like the ball's in your court. Okay, pick a flavor. Seven of Cups, pick a flavor. Pick whatever one you want and be absolutely lethal about it with the Queen of Swords. Spirit is saying be on your boss, okay? Do not allow anyone to convince you that what you want is too much. Do not, feel bad about what you have to do. It's showtime. it's showtime. And we have the Nine of Swords, so there is some, you know, paranoia or fear or anxiety that all these serious love offers is coming in with, because it's just a lot. Like going from a place where nothing is popping off, and then all of a sudden, Knight of Cups, King of Cups, someone is offering you marriage and progression, someone's courting you, and then you have this person coming back from the past, Eight of Cups, Three of Cups, getting support from the universe. Like, I can't deny it. Three of Cups, Three of Wands, this person has support from the universe. So if you dated like some terrible, like, you know, narcissistic person, unless they've done a genuine 180, which you will see reflected in their life, we're not talking about them. This wouldn't be someone who's toxic with the Three of Cups and the Three of Wands. That's like fate supports them. Spirit supports them. Spirit is happy for you. Eight of Cups in reverse. They're coming back, Four of Wands, with a marriage offer and reconciliation. So it's like they're both good offers. And I think that's what's tripping you up and getting you in this Nine of Swords energy. But we do have the Three of Swords in reverse. So Three of Swords can be a card of heartbreak and can be a card of things not working out. And the fact that that is reversed is really good. I almost forgot to pull your timeline. I'm going to do that right now. The fact that that's reversed is really good because it just reiterates the win-win situation that you're in. Spirit, for group 3, what is the timeline for them? What are we looking at? We have 17. You may meet them on the 17th of the month, or 17 could be a strong number you're seeing at this time. It could be your birthday, confirmation. Wow, we got the minutes card and we got speedy. You guys can meet this person at any moment. I feel like it's just a matter of Spirit getting you in the right place at the right time of this person. But Spirit already has this person picked out for you. Spirit is already like, you know, working things out so that you can be aligned with this person, and it's literally just a matter of time. We have December, so I feel like you'll be meeting this person by the end of this year. Group 3, wow, everything is happening very, very quickly for you. There seems to be a lot of pressure. And I feel like you're internalizing everything as if it's your responsibility. And I feel like that's why it's kind of giving you anxiety, because it feels like the weight of the world is on your shoulders. And it doesn't help that everything is happening so freaking fast. We have savoring pleasure. This is a good time for a spiritual bath, a bubble bath, any grounding work, putting your feet in sand, putting your feet in earth, like dirt, to ground, meditating. This is a good time to get a crystal that can kind of help you ground as well, and wear it like on, you know, as a necklace, something that'll always be around you. And then we have igniting courage here. And so Spirit is calling you to be courageous, to step into that Queen of Swords energy and to fight for yourself. Wow. Very powerful. That's what I got for you, group 3. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you'd like a private tarot reading or any of my other magical offerings, that is where you can find your girl. But that's what I got for you today. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group 4 with the citrine crystal point, this is your reading. We're going to be using Alice in Luna's Tarot. And we are going to see who is coming towards you in love and when. We'll see their love offer. What are they going to do? Spirit, this is for group 4 with the citrine. Who is coming towards group 4 in love? So we got the warm card that flipped over. You may have been called to choose group 1 as well, because that's the first card that they got also. Spirit. I feel like one of these flipped over. Here it is. Nice. We have showing interest. So this is good for you already, group 4, because this is someone who is showing interest in you first. This is someone who's communicating their feelings. Someone who's saying, listen, you're the person I want to be with. Let me make a note. I want to make a reading about this down the line. But this is someone who's warm, someone who's showing their interest in you, someone who's connecting with you. You may have dealt with people who are really cold, or maybe not cold, but just kind of like that nonchalant personality. I freaking hate nonchalant people. I really do. It just, ugh. It bothers me. Like, do not be nonchalant about me. Not in a relationship. A nonchalant friend, okay, whatever. We're just friends. But a nonchalant romantic partner, no ma'am. So I'm glad that you guys are getting someone, group 4, who is showing interest towards you, communicating their feelings and being open about how they feel and their interest, like, right away. That's really, really good. Nice. We have angelic help and guidance here as well. So you may have specifically been working with an angel. And it seems like that angel is coming through to help you in the love department. It seems like you have petitioned an angel to come through and to guide you towards like your best romantic partner, someone who is warm with you, someone who's connected to you, someone who shows interest towards you. Because it's so frustrating to constantly have to be in your masculine energy, constantly assessing the situation, constantly assessing people and whether or not they even like you. It's like, okay, you got to at least know that you like me for something to pop off. Like, can I at least have that? I do see you finally getting that, group 4. If not an angel, it could be like another type of force, like a god, a goddess. It could even be your spirit guides. Nice. We got committed coming through. So a committed relationship for you, group 4. Wow, this is your time to shine. I really feel like your guides have also been gassing you up recently. So if you feel like your guides have been trying to get you to get out of your comfort zone and to like communicate and to show your sass, allow yourself to be like open and honest and free. We got talk that came out. So talk that talk is about like, you know, talk your like, you know, big up yourself, like allow yourself to joke around with people, not taking things so seriously. Allow yourself to clown another person, you know, allow yourself to be free and lighthearted and open in that way where you don't have to constantly feel like you're policing yourself, where you don't have to constantly feel like you're micro-analyzing every movement, not trying to offend someone. Like Spirit is saying, be yourself moving forward. Be yourself, and it is leading you to a committed relationship. Nice. We have courting. So this person is courting you. Courting is all about like taking you out on a date. Ooh, we got a lot of cards that came out. Nice. A lot of throat chakra energy coming through with this. We have talking every day. So I see you talking and communicating with this person quite frequently. It's like one day you guys don't know each other, you're not in contact, and the next day you're always talking to each other and connecting. You're talking that talk. Spirit is telling you to be bold in your communication. Don't be afraid of this person. Allow yourself to be wild and free, okay? Allow yourself to show them who you really are. And I see you making a connection. I see you really connecting with this person. They're taking care of you. They're doing things in more of a traditional kind of way, but I'm feeling like this person isn't traditional. I don't get like a specifically a traditional vibe from them, but it feels like when it comes to the courting process, that's something that they're not skipping. That's something that they're not cheating on. Like they're really showing up and courting you. We have official date and courting. So courting is more of a process. It's a long-term commitment. Typically courting is essentially dating for marriage. So when you're courting, it's like you're taking things seriously. Not only are you going on like official dates and you're actually like going out to public places and things like that, but typically courting is like a higher level process where you're asking specific questions, like really trying to get to know someone on a deeper level so that you can know if they're marriage material. So courting usually represents like a more serious connection or someone with serious intentions. Look at this, you guys. We got expected and prophecy. So I feel like this is someone that maybe even like multiple readers have picked up on, or at least one. Especially if you've gotten like a private tarot reading where you've connected with someone to tap into like your specific timeline, like something higher level than like even a pick a card. I feel like you've even gotten like multiple people describing like a similar type of energy or a similar type of process. Something about this feels expected. So it's either because it's a prophecy, something that someone has spoken over your life, or it is something that Spirit communicated to you in the dream space. Or with the expected card, you may have gotten your own signs and signals and synchronicities that something important is coming. We have quantum advancement. So definitely giving serious energy. For whatever reason, I feel like you were not in alignment with this energy before. It feels like there was either something or someone in the way. This could be a karmic that didn't want to let you go and tried to keep you trapped in the same place so that you couldn't move forward in life and move past that connection. It kind of seemed like maybe they were controlling, or they were trying to keep you stuck. Or maybe it was something else like work or location. You may know like what kind of puts you in alignment. Like if you don't live in the best part of town, it's like, okay, I'm not likely to really meet someone like super, super great. Or at least it wouldn't be a common occurrence. Like if it's something like that, you probably already know what it is. But I am seeing some sort of quantum advancement. So you may even be doing some manifestation work right now. And honestly, if you're not, this is definitely a sign too, because with angelic help and guidance, that is the confirmation that they are coming through to help you. Whenever I get confirmations like that, like if I ever do a personal reading for myself, whenever I get a message like that of angelic guidance around, or like a god or a goddess coming up in my reading wanting to work with me, immediately I'm like, okay, if I'm not already manifesting something and working on something, I make sure I do something very, very soon, like within a week. So within the next 3 days, I'm actually hearing for you specifically. I'm actually hearing honey jar. It would be beneficial for you to do a honey jar. I have a simple, easy love spell on my old channel. It's Jazz's Angel Number Tarot is my first channel. And I have a simple honey jar spell on there that's really effective. I can always do a honey jar spell for you as well. Just hit me up on Etsy and I'll hook you up. Make sure it's dummy powerful as well, and I'll handle everything for you. But yeah, that's what I was hearing, honey jar, and then I heard specifically 3 days. So even if it's not a honey jar, make sure you do some sort of manifestation within the next 3 days, even if it's just speaking out loud to your guides, setting intention to spirit, petitioning a god or a goddess would be really good for you as well at this time, something like that. Because whenever you get that message, that's how you know that they're already around and helping you. So it's like even better. Spirit, what new person is coming towards you? From what I can see so far, this is someone who's very warm, showing interest in you, very communicative, good throat chakra energy. If your throat chakra has been blocked in past connections, I don't see that being a problem as much anymore. It's going to help that this person is so open with communication, reaching out to you first, you know, wanting to talk to you every day. But with talk that talk, Spirit is kind of challenging you to get past any throat chakra block that you have on your end. So definitely challenge yourself to kind of get out of your comfort zone. I'm seeing that this is someone who is a good communicator, and with official date and courting, this is someone who is serious about you, taking you on official dates and courting you, being serious and intentional about the dating process. And then with quantum advancement, I feel like this is a quantum leap for you in some way. I mean, that's essentially what this is. So that could be, this is someone who makes like crazy amounts of money. This could be even someone with fame and notoriety. This could be someone who you really considered to be out of your league, or someone who like you just didn't see yourself matching up with. So definitely a win for you. And Spirit is still challenging you to get out of your comfort zone. You may have something to do with codependency. Oh, wow. We have calling in your soulmate. I'm telling you, do the manifestation, okay? Or have someone do it for you, because we have calling in your soulmate. And look what it says. It says your prayers. Let me cover his face. It's brightening up the camera. It says your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. That's literally what it says at the bottom of the card. So Spirit is saying, you can bring this together considerably faster, and, you know, we'll pull for the timeline as well, but you can bring this towards you faster and more specifically tailored to your desires and wants at this time by being a part of the process. You could do this through prayers, affirmations, visualization, spell work, honey jar, making yourself a subliminal. It's like, pick a method. It doesn't matter what way you do it at this point. Spirit's just wanting you to speak your piece over the situation, you know, communicate what you want on your end. And I just get signed, sealed, delivered energy, like very, very quick, fast moving energy. Just saw 1111 on the camera. And then we have keep an open mind. It says your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. So we're getting soulmate energy coming through. I feel like this person is different. They may not be like the person that you would typically go for. So say you like bad boys. Like this is an energy of not bad girl. Spirit is funny. Spirit is saying, listen, there may be a whole shift coming on that you didn't even expect, like a big transformation. No, but Spirit is saying like this is an energy of like, a good guy coming in or a good, person coming in. And you may be attracted to like a dark, moody aesthetic, but it's like this person could give total golden retriever energy. So just be open. Be open as you can at this time. And then we have codependency and forgiving and learning. So just a couple things for you to still work on in the meantime, especially if you like actionables, if you like feeling a part of the process, if you like having something to do. These are definite things that you could really work on. Codependency says addictions are affecting your romantic life. So if you have like a codependent nature, oh my God, Spirit is showing me Mary from 90 Day Fiance. I think the person she's with is Brandon. If you've ever seen any of their stuff, it's like, I'm pretty sure she lives in the Philippines and he built this house to see her, but she just has deep, deep codependency and issues. Honestly, personally, especially if you're a 90 Day fan and you like to talk about that, I can have a whole conversation about that because I don't think that's the case. Because did anyone else notice when she had that conversation after they went to the church, all of a sudden she could tell him, I want you to trust that, I want you to believe in this, religion. And I want you to know that, this and this and this is true. She had no problem with communication then. But when it comes to her having to answer to the things that she's done, all of a sudden it's a breakdown. What do you want me to do? She's hyperventilating. I don't think she has problems with codependency. I think she's extremely manipulative. That's my personal opinion. This doesn't have anything to do with you. I just got distracted because I love 90 Day. It's my guilty pleasure. It really is. I could literally binge watch them. But I'm like, girl, you are not, because you have the ability. Listen, you got to watch people because they be acting like they are just, I can't control it. Like I've been hurt before. Baby said she got cheated on 10 times. Ma'am, that's your fault. I'm sorry. Anyways, let me get off of that. Forgiving and learning, you may have, your own codependent tendencies. You may have people in your past for you to forgive, and that could be holding you up to some degree. So I would definitely say doing your best to clear that. And that can honestly be done through like journaling. And every time you journal, do like a deep cleansing ritual where you take a spiritual bath or where you light a white candle for yourself. I have manifestation candles too on my Etsy shop. I can light one for you. But always do some sort of deep cleansing when you do like that deep purging. That'll help speed up the transmutation process so you don't have to sit in that energy or in that trauma that you've relived to journal about it. Spirit, can you show us about this person? Nice. So we got the Knight of Pentacles. Ooh, this person is not into sharing. I can tell you that. Nice. We got a lot of good major arcana that came up for you. We have the Empress and we have the Fool card. So through this person, I see them putting you in Empress position. I see this person taking care of you. I do feel like they're a provider group 4. So if that's something that you want, Knight of Pentacles, the offer will at least be on the table. Even if you have your own business or you like to work or you're very passionate about your career, it's just nice to know that you have someone who can and will support you. And I am seeing that with the Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles is a soft offer. It's not Page of Pentacles, so it's not a waste of time, but it's not King of Pentacles. So this person isn't coming in forceful like, oh, you're divine feminine, so you gotta, be provided for and stay in the house. It's very much so like, Knight of Pentacles, will you take this beautiful offering I have for you, Goddess, Empress, Queen? It's very much more respectable and open to what you want to say and what you want. Fool card is a new beginning. I feel like you're going to end up moving with this person very quickly. And we do have the Tower that did come out. So it's giving me, I'm hearing Wrecking Ball by Miley Cyrus. I came in like a wrecking ball. I feel like this person is coming through and like everything is changing in your life. they may have something in their natal chart. I was actually telling group 1 about that. Like, I notice a lot with people who have Scorpio in the first house or Mars and Pluto in the first house. It's kind of like programmed into their aura. So people, when they come into their lives, they naturally start to go through a bunch of changes. I even had this experience when I dated just a Scorpio sun sign. All of a sudden I got paired up with them and so much started to change in my life just automatically, and they did very naturally trigger me without even trying. So just maybe it's something in their chart that, you know, causes all this regeneration and change to happen just by being near them. But I am seeing a lot change and a lot of revolution through this relationship. Knight of Pentacles, they're offering you to move in or to take care of you financially. They're offering to fly you out, not fly you out, but like fly, like to take care of your moving costs, to move closer to them. Like, they're putting their money where their mouth is for sure. We have the Two of Swords, so you're not going to see this coming. Something about this seems kind of concealed. Let me pull from your timeline. I'll do that next. But we have the Eight of Swords in reverse and the Two of Pentacles in reverse. So Spirit is saying this is really a no-brainer. Eight of Swords in reverse, this person is relieving you from a past trauma, a past cycle. With codependency and forgiving and learning, I feel like some of this has to do with your parents or childhood trauma that you experienced, but this person is completely liberating you from that. I feel like this is a very trustworthy and dependable person. They're putting you on a pedestal with that Empress energy, putting you as number 1 in their life. So if you've experienced relationships where it's like, oh, your partner, it was always something. It was their religion, it was their family, it was their friends, their job, always something holding them back from like fully committing, say goodbye. The days of that BS are completely over, group 4, and I'm so happy for you. Spirit, can I get a timeline for group 4? Wow, we got November and You Don't Have Time that came out. So again, I was hearing Wrecking Ball. I feel like this is coming in very, very quickly. And it's catching you off guard. I feel like this is going to come way faster than you would have expected. And it's coming out of nowhere with that Two of Swords that came in before. It's like this was something that you didn't even pick up on, which is interesting because we did have expected and prophecy. So I feel like you did know that something was coming, but maybe you just didn't know it would be all of this. Wow, we have Thursday and we have Don't Waste Your Time. So you could meet this person on a Thursday. Thursday could be significant. If that's the day that you do any specific activity, this person will likely be in relation to that activity. So say you take like a, you know, dance class every Thursday, and before you go into class next Thursday, you grab a Gatorade from the store next door, you could be meeting this person at that store. Like something very synchronistic, or something that has to do with some sort of routine in relation to Thursday for some of you. And then we have Don't Waste Your Time. So Spirit is saying this is a really good time to cut off that codependency. I didn't even think about that. Codependency could have to do with someone that you're still dealing with. And a lot of people do that. It's like, you know, when they're waiting for their love offer to come through or something new to come through, you know, they'll deal with someone that's comfortable because we all have needs, you know what I'm saying? But Spirit is saying it's best to cleanse your energy of that person so that they don't influence your connection moving forward, either because, you know, some drama could possibly ensue or because that energetic quantum entanglement, you want to clear that sooner rather than later. But I do see this connection coming through before the end of the year. It looks like it's coming through in November or by November. And with You Don't Have Time, I feel like Spirit is saying you don't have any time to waste. No more time. Like this is coming up really, really quick, sooner rather than later for sure. Wow, that's what I got for you, group 4. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you'd like a private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. But that's what I have for you today. I'll talk to you soon.